EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Bulldozes past him. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Another run for Gibbs here. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and the 11.
He'll drop to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. So here are the Broncos backed up to start their initial drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
The kicker here is complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st down, Denver.
Off the play fake, Nix finds his tight end Ingram. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
To throw is Nix. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Now, he just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards. The rushing totals for Dobbins last week. He was able to topple the 200-yard mark and a rushing touchdown for good measure.
And what I found surprising, all those yards he accumulated, only found the end zone
just once.
That doesn't even seem fair, does it?
But still, the 200-yard mark, something he can always carry in his back pocket.
1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Nix to the air. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 20.
Here's Nix. Able to find Gray here. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Nix once more. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here is 3rd down and 4.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Well, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season, or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
A short one there to Freiermuth. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. They'll find Metcalf. And he will have the Steelers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? It's like who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
And now a run. Here's the 1st-round pick from April's draft. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back. I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at the Steeler defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. To throw, here's Nix. We'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Broncos first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And that is incomplete. The Broncos 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23.
That's good for Broncos. First down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, put you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Second down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Nix. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Nix. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
A gain of 10 brings up third.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Well, he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. Third and 10. Back to throw. Nix.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
J.K. Dobbins, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos add 6 to their lead. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Lutt's good on the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. First and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Steelers first down.
They go play action here on first down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now inside the 25.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jahmyr Gibbs,
His third touchdown now on the year.
and the Steelers have cut it back within a score.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
A point after, good by Grupe. And it's now 13-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And the Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. Catch is made by Hardman.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. A good pickup there at 22.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Porter Jr. on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Finding Gray on the out route.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
That's another Broncos first down. First down and 10 yards to go.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Nix. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
A loss of 6 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
3rd and long.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Nix. And this is caught for the Bronco touchdown. Danny Gray, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13.
Steelers 7.
So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays.
And the drive culminated with the Danny Gray touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys were set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll drop to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
The tight end in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver's offense now set to go.
They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and a couple. Back to the air with Nix.
Completes it to Hardman. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
Nix to the air.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Denver.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
2nd and 10. Nix to throw again.
And incomplete on the deep ball. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pick up a 3. Brings up
They're going to look to throw.
And here's Freiermuth again.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as they'll take this up close to midfield.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down.
Alex Highsmith,
His second sack of the night.
and you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
The Broncos send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
They'll set up a throw.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Now back to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were winners last week defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off first and 10.
Nix from the shotgun.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Brings up second and 2. At the 30-yard
Off the play fake. Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First down. First and 10 at the 39.
Now it's Nix. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Here's Nix.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
To throw, here's Nix. Gets this quickly to Ingram.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he fires one incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
A fake on the jet sweep and a give to Dobbins.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Steelers' offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the
2nd and 1. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Crossover out of bounds right at the 25.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
They'll look to throw. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 9 now.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Buchanan.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Nick Bonito able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting the sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get him back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Broncos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
A short throw to Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. And a Broncos first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
Throwing Nix. And this pass caught by Gray. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
First down.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of regard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 11.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And able to get this out to the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Yards on the play. That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
That's another Steelers.
Back to throw here. He finds his man complete. It's Buchanan. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, on his groupie to try the field goal.
He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To throw is Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Broncos.
Nix to the air.
A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
17 more yards. That's another Broncos first down.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps. You're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Nix.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's good for Broncos. First down.
Dobbins. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Working out of the gun is Nix. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. He'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete to his tight end flyer move.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw again. And a completion to Wilson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line.
Going right back to Wilson.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
10 more yards.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
At the Broncos.
And the gun they'll give to Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Nick Bonito on the tackle. The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
There's McCole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again.
They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a 1st down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On the play.
And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Steelers 34-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
15 yards on the play. That's another Broncos first down. Again.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner, and let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So for Denver, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.